Again, the fruits, the vegetables. Have you seen the water that they've put on these fruits and these vegetables? Have you seen the pesticides, the herbicides, the fungicides, the larvicides that they put onto the fruits, the vegetables? And I don't need to hear anything about how the organic is just some orgasmically great, non-pesticide riddled food. Organic food is a giant ripoff, ladies and gentlemen. It is a giant ripoff. There are a handful of quote-unquote organic pesticides and herbicides that they can get away with using on these fruits and these vegetables. I know of a handful of companies who have been caught sticking an organic sticker on non-organic fruit, non-organic veg. How are you going to know the difference? Humanity is being conned right now, ladies and gentlemen. Humanity is being conned right now. The food supply is heavily tainted. It's garbage. It's bullshit. It's manipulated. It's controlled by the Illuminati. It's controlled by the secret societies that run everything through their pyramid scheme. Believe it or not, when you go to the store, there's about 6 to 11 companies that own the majority of the stuff in that store. There's about 6 to 11, give or take, companies that own everything in those stores. Do you know anything about those companies? Do you know anything about their practices? Do they have integrity? Do you know anything about the people that sit on their boards? Do you have any clue, or do you know anything about the people who work for these companies? Or have you bought into this idea that everything's fine and that everything is just the way it's advertised as? Everything's cool, man. If you want to avoid pesticides and herbicides, you just go organic and just make sure to eat organic food. You'll be fine that way. That is not the case. And unfortunately, because of the way things are, because of the stranglehold that the Matrix has on things, such as the food supply, we have got to take very specific action in the right direction if we want to make sure that our bodies get nourished. Because one of the main goals of these organizations that run everything is to make sure that your body is not nourished, to make sure that you're constantly sick, to make sure that there's constant problems in your life, ladies and gentlemen, whether it be health related, emotionally related, relationship related. They are constantly injecting their poison into our food supply, into the entertainment with all the hidden political messages and it's just insane. Freeing the mind is key here. It's not just about nutrition, but with nutrition, we have to have a stable starting point. And that's why at this point, I don't recommend any crazy detoxes anymore. I did throughout the years because when I was younger, I was really into that stuff and I achieved a lot of benefit from it. However, I know that the average person is not going to be able to have the time, the patience, or the desire to do all the coffee enemas that I've done and all the crazy detoxes. It can make you feel very ungrounded. It can throw you into an emotional loop. It's not feasible with all of the stress right now. We need a simple system to follow. We need a simple system that provides nourishment, that instead of making us feel crazy, such as these detoxes, detoxing makes you feel mentally unstable most of the time. Instead of that, we need something that uplifts, something that nourishes, something that makes us feel grounded. Because again, most people aren't going to be fortunate enough to have the amount of time I had in my mid-20s to be able to take all that time off of work and just focus on detoxing. If that's where you currently are, then maybe you're okay doing that. But most of us are not, including myself at this point. We need stuff that makes us feel good, that makes us feel stronger, that supports the body's natural detox mechanisms, so that just by living this healthy lifestyle, it will promote slow, gentle, and effective detox, because oftentimes slow and steady wins the race, ladies and gentlemen.